Extinction Rebellion,
Yes.
which blocks bridges, blocks roads. I haven't seen outright violence by them. I understand they were briefly listed in the United Kingdom as an extremist group. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, the government in the UK actually, here's the thing. Now, the media and a lot of the activists are spinning it. We're not a terror organization. We shouldn't be. All they did is they listed them as a political, a disruptive force in UK that the police should have on their watch list for the potential of violence. Completely reasonable thing to do. But as you can imagine, Ezra, reasonable things in today's political climate are not met well. The UK Guardian, others came up with all kinds of defenses. Politically left-wing MPs got involved, and the police suddenly had to remove their name from the list, Extinction Rebellion, despite the fact that what they do is complete disruption. In the U.S. here, we've had complete traffic jam chaos done here. They've tried to disrupt football games. They have disrupted football games. They disrupt Black Friday events. They continue to do this. You're going to get people angry, upset, cause traffic jams, accidents, and there's going to be inevitable violence. Police should be alerted that this is an extreme group, not a terror group. Now, obviously, there's differences here, but you can't have those kind of subtleties. In the UK, it looks like, and I'm not an expert on UK politics at the moment, but it looks like the police have backed down and are removing their name.
Yeah. You made me remember a scene from a few months ago. I did a show on it, but I want to remind our viewers. A lot of people in London take the tube, take the subway.
Yes.
It really is one of the better ways to get around because that's such a traffic jammed city. It's ridiculous. The train is usually faster than a car. So you'll see working class people and upper class people on a train. It's like Manhattan that way. So in the morning rush hour, some Extinction Rebellion leftists got on the roof of a train and they had some protest while other Extinction Rebellion types filmed it. And they were keeping this real crowd. They were shutting down this line and it was jammed, and these people had to go to work. And some of them could maybe afford to be late, but others would have been fired. I mean, if you were late for your work, they don't care. They would say, oh, that's an excuse, come earlier next time. So the crowd, and it looked like a very working class crowd, was so angry they started physically grabbing at the Extinction Rebellion types, who started saying, oh, sorry, this isn't targeting you. Here, let me show you a quick clip. This is from a show I did a few months ago. Take a look at this. That's just incredible. I think that it's one thing to live out your role-playing exercise of a hero in the pages of The Guardian and the New York Times, but these real-life people were being stopped from taking transit, and they weren't going to have any of it. I think that shows the divide between real-life, ordinary people and these climate elites who would never have their air flights delayed. They'd be outraged if they're delayed in a flight. Yeah. But they're happy to tell the little people how to live.
They are. Now, keep in mind, George Monbiot, the UK environmentalist, he's a guru to is Greta Thunberg. He's called for the overthrow of capitalism, big in Extinction Rebellion. They've done the dye they've sprayed on government buildings in Europe, vandalism. So they're willing to go, and they seem to be pushing the envelope. So this is something, as you mentioned, it's like shouting fire in a crowded theater. This is going to cause chaos and violence. Therefore, UK police, it should be on their list of groups to watch for when they're holding a protest. It's perfectly reasonable public safety issue.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
That is out the window now because of our sensitivity to the climate crisis.
That's an excerpt from the Ezra Levant Show, which is a show I do every day. I do a monologue, interview an interesting guest, and then I read my hate mail. But you've got to subscribe to it, which you can do at premium.rebelnews.com.